First and foremost, before we get started, happy Thanksgiving to all of you out there. I hope you enjoy the day with your family and friends. I'll be honest with you, when I was younger, I didn't really quite get Thanksgiving. I mean, for 11 straight years, I spent Thanksgiving doing play-by-play on cable TV for big-time high school football games in Pennsylvania. And then after that, when I was a reporter, I was always the guy willing to work Thanksgiving in order to get Christmas off. And it took me a number of years to really get the essence of Thanksgiving. 14 years ago, I'll never forget, we were driving home. I was living in Atlanta at the time. We drove home to my wife's house, and she made dinner for her father, and the next day he passed away after a long battle with cancer. I mean, you talk about timing. And still, I didn't get the point of Thanksgiving. It didn't really sink in there. And then my own father came down with cancer 3.5 years ago and had to have a 14-hour brain surgery September of a couple years back. And without it, probably wouldn't have made it to that year's Thanksgiving 2 years ago. But we were all very grateful. Spent it together as a family. Last year, cancer came back. Still had hope. But even though, still kind of knowing that on Thanksgiving that wasn't going to be around here this year, but celebrated the moment. You know what they say about age comes wisdom and experience. Now I understand the point of Thanksgiving. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter if you have to have an excuse to get together today with your family. If that's what Thanksgiving Day is for, hey, then it did its purpose. It served you well. Years ago, my God, years ago, I used to worry about whether I was going to win or lose on Thanksgiving. I remember for 4 out of 5 years, I lost on Thanksgiving Day. Now, this is like a decade ago or so. And I blamed it on having to go to my sister's house to have dinner. I thought it was a jinx, like the gambling gods were looking down on me. Bottom line is, guys, today, if these games are going to affect the way you celebrate the day, the way if they're going to affect whether or not you can have a good time, whether you win or lose, don't gamble. Really, don't gamble. I'm telling you, don't gamble. Don't buy anything at the site. Go away. Click off the video and off you go. If you can watch the games, enjoy the games, and go, hey, I won or I lost, and walk away with it that way, then that's okay as well. Hey guys, Al DeMarco here, and of course this is going to be your Thanksgiving Day report. I've got a money-saving discount coupon code for you in just a moment. I'm going to give you my free pick, and I'm on a 10-1 NFL free pick run on the game between Baltimore and San Francisco tonight. One of the more intriguing games, one of the hardest games of this NFL season, really, to figure out. Of course, you can watch the entire Countdown to Kickoff show, where Steve Budin and I break down all your games in in-depth fashion. It's available here on the site. Just click on the TV show ad over on the left-hand rail, and you can click on it. It says Sunday, but it really is Thursday show. And, of course, tomorrow night we'll be putting up the Sunday show for the rest of the weekend. As for me, last night improved to 5-0 in college basketball this season, proving once more what I always go to tell you, that early in the season, the only time you have the advantage over the odds makers, and truly the greatest time to make money, the opening month of college basketball. 5-0 start. Syracuse, the play last night. Laying 10.5, won by 11. But hey, a cover is a cover, guys, whether you win or lose. And it was a cover certainly for the Orangemen last night. Today, going for my 7th straight top play winner and winning day number 17 out of 21 overall. And it's back to one of my bread and butter plays, guys. 15-dime interconference game of the year. The best bet on today's board, as far as I'm concerned, is going to be the Dallas-Miami game. Now, the Dolphins, of course, have covered 20 of their last 28 as a road dog. And after starting the season 0-7, they have now won 3 in a row, outscoring their foes 86-20 in that stretch. Dallas, you all know the deal there, 2-12 against the spread, the last 14 as a home favorite. Cowboys have also won 3 in a row, but they certainly didn't look impressive last week, Sunday, having to go into overtime after blowing an early 10-0 lead to escape with the win at Washington. So which numbers are the right numbers? Are the ATS trends pointing toward Miami, like I just gave you? Or is the fact that Dallas has won and covered 5 straight games on Thanksgiving by a huge margin of 19 points in game per on average? Or the fact that Tony Romo is 18-2 straight up in November games during his career? No doubt in my mind, that's why it's a 15-dime play. And remember, guys, my plays are rated between 99% of them, between 5 and 15 dimes. So that 15-dime play is right there near the top of the scale, and I'm 26-12 with those 15 dime releases in pro and college football and college basketball after a 3-0 start, in fact. And that dates back to the beginning of the preseason in early August. So that's my best bet today. 15 dime interconference game of the year, coming off an 8-0 sweep with best bets the past 2 weekends combined. Get to your free pick in a minute. A couple other handicappers I quickly want to mention. Scott Delaney. Remember 2 Mondays ago? You got his 100-dime winner on Green Bay in that route of Minnesota. Well, today, 100-dime winner number 17 out of 21. This is a streak, guys, if you recall. Started last January. Late in the college basketball season, he carried it right into the opening weeks of the March tournaments. Then he had another one of these big 100-dime runs in baseball in June through July. He's on another one now. He's already 3-0 with his 100-dime NFL releases so far this season. 100-dime winner number 17 out of 21. It's on your early game between the Packers and the Lions. And again, for Scott Delaney, if you had bet $10 per dime he has released in all sports combined, dating back to March, you have won $11,112 along the way. Also, Anthony Red. Now, listen, Anthony Red, college football 100-dime plays. 7-3 the past 2 years. 100-dime college winner number 8 of 11. Your nighttime game tonight between Texas and Texas A&M. This guy's 46-34 lifetime with 75 dime plays, and of course this one is certainly stronger. So those are some of the guys you might want to consider for your money saving discount coupon code that'll save you $15 off of any purchase today. EAT 15. EAT 15. EAT, right? EAT 15, no space between the name or the word and the number. Put it together, enter it when prompted. You don't have to buy my plays. That coupon is good for anything. EAT 15 will save you $15 off of any single purchase you make today. Guys, if you watched the Countdown to Kickoff show this season, you know I have repeatedly said the Baltimore Ravens are the most schizophrenic team in the NFL. You beat Pittsburgh twice. You demolished them at home, forcing 7 turnovers. You rally for a win at Pittsburgh in the final minute of play, but you barely get by Arizona, having to overcome a 24-3 deficit in the first half to beat the Cardinals at home. You lose at Seattle. You lose at Tennessee. Last week at home, you open up a huge lead against Cincinnati, and then you had to withstand the charge as the Bengals, who were down 31-14 in the latter stages of that game, came back and made it a 31-24 contest, and the Bengals put 483 total yards on the board. You just don't know what you get with Baltimore day in, day out. Now, San Francisco, what can we say? 9-1 straight up. 9-0-1 against the spread. They've won 8 straight games. They're 4-0 ATS on the road this year. The line is fairly priced. Baltimore's getting the benefit of being at home, so that's why they're a 3-point favorite. But I'll tell you what, I think tonight is the night the 49ers have a hiccup. This 49ers team, I am still not sold with Alex Smith at quarterback. I am still not sold that Frank Gore is going to be able to run every single game for 100-plus yards, and that's what they need to take the pressure off of Smith. Now, I know they have a good defense, okay? But I don't see this 49ers team running the table. I don't see the Packers running the table either, okay? But especially in the 49ers case. Call it a hunch, call it whatever you want, but sometimes those hunches make me a lot of money. For your free pick tonight, I'm going with Baltimore. I think the key in this contest is the run-pass balance for their offense. You know, 2 weeks ago at Seattle, the problem was that Joe Flacco, what did he throw 2 weeks ago at Seattle? He put the ball up, my gosh, if I could only read my own notes. I think he put the ball up like over, 52 times in that game? That is not, yes, 52 passes in that game. And Ray Rice only carried the ball 5 times. Now, last week against Cincinnati, you had a nice balance here because Ray Rice, 20 carries for 104 yards. Flacco, a very economical 17 for 27, 270 yards. For a guy who's been struggling to stay over 50% completions this season, that was a good game. That's the balance they are going to need tonight. And I think they deliver. I think the defense plays up to par tonight. Look, if I was betting this game, I'd be honest with you. I'd go ahead and buy down the half point in case it's a field goal game so you walk away with the win if Baltimore wins it by a field goal. But the Ravens are going to be my free play. And a 10-1 NFL free pick run over the past 3 weeks, guys, after a 2-0 sweep last Sunday. That'll do it, guys. Best of luck to you. Enjoy the Thanksgiving holiday, and I will catch you again early Friday morning because we got a hell of a lot of football these next few days. It's like in the middle of the March Madness tournament. I mean, every single day there's so much action. You got to get up and start betting early. That'll do it. Good luck and enjoy the day.